Hello again guys, it's Brandon, also known as Sykelone. Got it right that time, and it's about time to do the vinyl tag for 2022. Big thank you to Rob Walker for starting one this year. There are 22 different categories or prompts that you have to follow and show off your record collection, talk about some albums and some artists and some other things that you love, and it is the 3rd of January, so it's time to get this recorded and probably out within a couple of days. So without any further ado, let's get into it. The first one, your favourite album purchased in 2021. Rob did specify that it's not an album specifically released in 2021, or it's just one that you found in 2021 that you really like. My pick for that would have to be Vistas. What Were You Hoping to Find? An incredible trio of indie rock musicians from Scotland. They know what they're doing, they're absolutely incredible. This album has been one of my most played of 2021, probably will continue to be in 2022. Every song on here, absolutely listenable, it gets stuck in your head. It's so much fun. Indie rock is so much fun nowadays, and these guys know how to do it really well. Number 2, an album by the first person or band you saw live. I was 12 years old and I went all the way down to Oxford. I live in the North Yorkshire. I went all the way down to Oxford to go and see Ultravox. The first act I saw live. Yes, I don't really see many bands live. We'll be seeing a lot more this year, but these are the first guys I saw live, and this collection of songs, just all of their best stuff. Absolutely stunning act. I love all of Ultravox's stuff. These are the top ones. If you're going to listen to anything from Ultravox, listen to the collection. You won't be disappointed if you love 80s synth music. Number 3, an album by a duo. I was looking through my boxes for a while and remembered that I did actually manage to get this. Random Access Memories. Still a duo that sadly isn't together anymore, but always stands strong with everything that they create. Daft Punk are always great. This isn't the best album from them, admittedly. Discovery I do think is better. Number 4, an album in the Shrink. Coldplay Ghost Stories for this one. I got this a few years ago for Christmas. It's not my favourite album. I think Magic is one of my all-time favourite songs. The rest of the album is okay. Sky Full of Stars is also very good, but the rest of it's just a bit lackluster for me. I do love Coldplay. It's the reason why I've never got it out of the shrink wrap, to be honest. Number 5, a concept album. American Idiot. I'm sure everybody and their mother has heard of American Idiot. One of the best punk bands just to exist, and American Idiot has a great story. If you haven't heard this, then I don't know where you've been living, under a rock maybe. Obviously one of the best concept albums, if not maybe the best concept album in my opinion. Might just be because I'm a punk head, but who knows. Number 6, an album you've not played yet. I've heard the album, but I haven't played the vinyl because I got this like 3 days ago from a friend for Christmas. I told him, I know you're also a vinyl head. If you'd like to get me anything to do with vinyl, just get me an album that you know I would like. So he bought me The Gorillaz self-titled. Not a bad choice, you know, Clint Eastwood, another brilliant song. I'll definitely be spinning that one day soon. Number 7, an artist you discovered in 2021. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Spiritbox came to me in January 2021 and I haven't put them down. They've not really been getting out of my head. This band know how to do metal so well, and they're like redefining the entire metal scene. One of my favorite albums of the year. Probably in the top 5 for sure. If you're gonna hear anything from this, just be wary. It is like a horror film in music form. Everything takes you out of nowhere. Number 8, a live album. I'll take the Interrupters live in Tokyo for this one. I think this is the pink and black splatter copy. I can't be 100%. Yeah, pink and black splatter. Jesus, actually, that looks a lot better than I remember it being. That's actually, wow, that shocked me. I have seen this before, but I haven't span it because obviously my record player is so new. Yeah, all the tracks on here are brilliant. By My Side, Take Back the Power, She's Kerosene being one of my favorite songs of all time. Now, when they were live in Tokyo, I'd have loved to have seen them, but obviously I live in the UK, so it's a bit hard to do that. Number 9, an album from a different continent. We're going to Australia for King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. This is Nonagon Infinity. It's known for being very psychedelic. Every song leads into one another, so it's like a 40-odd minute continuous loop of songs. They have a heck of a ton of albums in their discography. This one will probably stay as my favourite. Number 10, an album with a price sticker on the jacket. The 30 Smash Hits of the War Years Volume 2. Don't ask me why. I'm big into history about the war and everything, and this does have the price sticker on the jacket from when I bought it from British Heart Foundation. I'm listening to it. It's got some classic songs on there, so bugger it, you know, why not? It's from 1975. Well, I'll just give it a listen. Why not? Number 11, a punk or new wave album. Gonna go with Green Day's Greatest Hits again. Green Day are back. It was either gonna be them or Ultravox. I don't really have many others in my collection yet. Keyword being yet. I would like to get some Human League, some Soft Cell, and some Spandau Ballet at some point. It's one of the best punk bands, like I said earlier, so that's gonna be my pick for this one. Number 12, of a box set. We'll go for Mark Ronson and the Business Intel record collection for this one. What an album. There's a limited edition amount of these because it is numbered. I don't know how many there are, but this is the 7-inch single box set, which has got this alligator skin sleeve, and it came from Japan within like 6 days or something, which was absolutely blew my mind. Had to pick one of these up as soon as I knew it existed, and thank you to the guy in Japan who sold me it. Haven't opened it yet, probably won't open it, because I do have his album already on vinyl, so I don't need to listen to it in this method. Number 13, an album with a sporting theme. Had to really think about this one, but I did get one a couple of months ago, which I'm gonna class it as sporting because it's to do with racing. It's Too Fast, Too Furious. Street racing, sure. Still racing, still a sport. Great film, very, very fun, and I'm a very big fan of Paul Walker. Rest in peace, fella. That's my sporting one because it's to do with cars, and that car will always be one of my favorites. Number 14, a jazz album. Wow, okay, I don't listen to jazz that much. Then when I was really thinking about this one, I remembered I do actually have a singular jazz record. It's jazz funk, but it's still jazz. This is Mezafort's No Limits, an Icelandic jazz funk band. I don't know what it is about this album. E.G. Blues is brilliant, and you know, the rest of the album is fairly solid. I just had to pick this one up because it reminds me of when I lived in Sweden. E.G. Blues, like I say, very, very good song, and I figured why not pick up the album on vinyl and have a listen to it. Number 15, a best of album. We'll go for the best of Fatboy Slim here because Fatboy Slim is just one of the best kind of DJs and samplers around to make music. Songs like Praise You, Rockefeller Skank, Body Movin', Gangster Trappin', Right Here, Right Now. Can't really doubt how good he is. I've just seen a video of him recently going around Oxfams in the south of the UK, just picking out really random records, having a listen to them, and then buying them just to get samples. And I think that's an absolutely brilliant way of doing it. So best of Fatboy Slim is my pick for this one. Number 16, an album with at least 8 people on the jacket. Man, okay, Rob, you got me thrown through a loop here, but I did manage to think of one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people on the Raytons Kids Off the Estate album cover. I actually really love this album cover because it is very obviously reminiscent of the fact that I'm from the UK, and this is very much what a bus would look like. It grabbed me immediately, and that's another reason why I listened to the album, and it is brilliant. Another one of my favourite albums of 2021. 10 people on the cover of that. There's actually 11. There's someone hidden right there. That's at least 8 people, so I did get you on this one. Number 17, a soundtrack. So I've been really into soundtracks recently, but for this one, I'm going to show one of my favourite films, Shaun of the Dead. It's the red pressing from Mondo. I need to find a lot more from Mondo. I've got this one, I've got Ratatouille. I just want my favourite films really pressed onto vinyl and just have all of them, but this would be my pick for this. Need to have a look for more Mondo stuff because they seem to just press every film out there. Number 18, show some VCLT. Now, as you know, I'm very, very new to this. I've only started uploading for a couple of weeks now, so I don't actually have anything. If anything, I would technically show that Gorillaz album that I showed earlier from my friend who I've known for many years. You know, him and I are both into vinyl records. We'll play them all the time. Yeah, I don't really have anything from anyone else in the community on YouTube, so got nothing to show for this one. Number 19, an album with no writing on the jacket. We'll go for Bury Tomorrow's Cannibal here. That is a sticker that is not actually on the cover. Very striking picture. Cannibal is an incredibly good album. Choke being the first song on here is one of my most listened to songs of the last year. I've been really into metalcore, really into indie rock, really into just a lot of very different music. That's exactly what I'm like. Number 20, a 7-inch single. Let's take even more of a deep dive into my music collection. Go to indie pop this time. Go Fickle Friends with their single Swim. Haven't opened this one yet because I listened to their album instead. Brilliant song, brilliant band. Absolutely love this. Again, we're further showing even more of my different genres that I listen to. Indie rock, indie pop, metalcore, all sorts. Literally, I go everywhere. Number 21, a coloured vinyl album. For this one, I've gone for Tiger Cub As Blue As Indigo. This is the limited of 500 tricolour merge pressing. So it's more like a puddle of oil in water. Very, very pretty. I'm very glad I managed to pick this up. It did cost me a little bit when I first bought it because I bought it from Europe rather than from the UK. This would be my pick. A very, very pretty Tiger Cub album. And number 22, an album from 1982. We're going Haircut 100 Pelican West here. This has a very special song for mostly my parents, but also for me. Love Plus One is what they class as their song, and seeing this album cover, listening to that song, reminds me of my parents. It's very pretty, from 1982, Haircut 100 Pelican West. And there we go, that's my vinyl tag for 2022. Thank you again, Rob. I'll put his link up in the corner, and you can go and watch his video, subscribe to his channel. I think this one was actually a fun one. The 8 people on the jacket was a very difficult one to think of, and album come with a sporting theme, no writing on the jacket. Very, very cool, and it gets to show off a vinyl collection, which is what's so wonderful about this. So I'm very, very happy to be here, and thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.